Hi, my name's Philip Asaph, and I'm going to be reading a few poems from the manuscript, A Love Affair in Autumn. The first one is, Everything is a Middle-Aged Jewish Woman. The blue flowers she brought me, the second day we made love, still blooming today. And the way the wind lifts the leaves beyond and above my dining room window, which she glanced through when we ate some potatoes and peas I made. A dish she called delicious. And so she is, not only those potatoes and peas, but the word delicious. And she is other things also, like the white duck in the street, which, in her car, on her way to my apartment, she ran over, but somehow did not kill. That poor, shocked bird, and all white birds forever, from the heavily symbolic dove to the seagull eating a Twinkie in a parking lot at the beach, have become one with her, the swan, on the pond of my mind. All brown things certainly are her, though none are as brown as her eyes and hair. Even the gray in her hair is brown. And by a generous extension of sympathy as natural as the Tao, so are the gray hairs of gray women everywhere, as well as the gray beards and chest hair of aging furniture movers who, seeing her, forget their burdens. She widens their heavy eyes, relieves their hangovers, temporarily cures them of arthritis. They start dancing with their chairs and cartons. I understand their transformations. I have been touched by both of her hands. She's left permanent impressions on the curves of my consciousness. She's more amazing than a child's kaleidoscope. When she kicks off her heels and walks through my apartment barefoot, invisible flowers sprout from the carpet. Showers of flowers whirl up behind her car every Friday when she drives into my town. They rise right out of her exhaust pipe. She's the Beatles and LSD and Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, even when she's almost killing ducks. We're talking about a very influential lady here. So inclusive and expansive, the laws of physics snap like toothpicks everywhere she steps. The world is her dress. Her expressions have an effect on the weather. She blows her nose and alters the migration of geese. I exaggerate nothing. She makes Shakespeare seem illiterate, even when she's only talking about getting a pedicure. Her gestures are on par with the Pope, the Dalai Lama. In stillness or in motion, she brings new meaning to every single thing, including those nebulous items which compose more of the universe than anyone knows or is likely to discover. Before the bang or the whimper they've been telling us all we're all supposed to hear, when the world that is too much with us ends. Not to mention God, who, let's get really real, first bubbled the oceans and made the ooze that produced the amoebas which splashed onto land and lived and mated and mutated as God yawned, and became the monkeys in the trees that swung down and stood up one day and faced each other naked as she faced me. And then there's the baboons, all the assorted apes that scratched themselves into Neanderthals and soon became Sir Isaac Newton and the mother of Mother Teresa. In other words, she's the whole puzzle, every piece put together. The sum, the synthesis, and the synergy of everyone and everything that led up to us taking a shower together, dripping back into the bedroom, and facing each other so intensely that both of us trembled, overwhelmed by the gift of this love and the chilly autumn air, as it poured through the screens and made us shiver in our skins. The next poem I want to read is called What My Hands Want to Say. When, as now in bed, I reach to touch her face, I wish my hands were lighter, softer, something other than what they are, the hard hands of a laborer and one who has lived too near the street, where what is gentle becomes suspended, like the seeds at the heart of an apple, this tart green apple I hold before her mouth. Even as I wipe the juice from her chin, as she stares through my eyes, seeing everything within, I doubt my outer hand is capable of expressing what the inner one intends. And so I hope her cheek, her temple, and her hair will hear what my stunned touch is stumbling to say, that her nose and right eyebrow will know that when I am touching her like this, she reaches the place in me where I am finally free of selfishness, a creature surrounded by the field of her. And though the sound that comes from my throat is a growl, I want her to somehow sense that beside her with a tending love in this body that would defend her to its death, a being is seeing her being and hearing the silence in each of her eyes as clearly as the sounds of Om and Amen. The last poem I'm going to read is called Brown Jewels. I have explored, adored, and examined your body, with my nose to your skin and my glasses on, seen the green of the veins through your breasts, and those fine white hairs along your jaw that remind me you are animal, human, and fragile. I know the knots of your neck and back, the knots in your mind as well, and the payments the parts of you have made as a mother. Mother of beauty, I have witnessed the facts of you, not some dream of you, with a love that cherishes both surface and substance. And maybe because I am the man I am, the kind who finds pleasure in the graces others miss, I have especially enjoyed your freckles, which seem more like brown jewels or the spray of constellations. I see them splashed across your arms and legs, or like a flight of birds in the V between your chest. And yes, I am seeing them as clearly as I see the whitening at your temples and your tear-shaped teeth. I am not a fool who falls in love with a myth. It is you I am in love with, you with all your flaws, every wrinkle of your face, every flower in the vase, every freckle I check for any change of color, size, or texture as I explore your forearms or your thighs in those peaceful spans of time before or after sex, which feel like open fields at dawn or sailing the sea at night. And these freckles of yours, because they are yours, please me more than gems on satin or falling stars. Thank you.